What's up, YouTube? This is your big bro, King Jabez. About to say another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at the King Jabez. And for those who want to talk to me one-on-one or for consultations, whatever you decide to do, it will be greatly appreciated. Let's do some work. Today's video is entitled, Chosen Ones, Your Name is About to Travel Far. You're about to prove a lot of people wrong. Let's tap in tonight. Why is a video like this important? Why is a message like this necessary? I will tell you why. Your name is currency. Think about, for example, social media, whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, Twitch. When you have a following on one of those platforms, that is a form of social currency. You draw, and when you think about a supernatural or a transfer of wealth, that transfer of wealth comes through a number of sources. It could come through, boom, entrepreneurship. You have a business idea or plan or some type of product you're selling that brings you revenue, right? You have a generous contribution from a wealthy supporter. So if you got something going on, there's somebody at the top who sees what you're doing and they decide to bless you with a generous contribution. That could be a form of transferring wealth. Another form of transferring wealth is something I talked about in detail about a year ago, and that is social entrepreneurship. So if you are someone who can present real answers to what is happening in society, then you can get some wealth from that. There's some going on right now down in Texas, I believe it is. Man, I've been watching this story all day. It is so sad. You know what I mean? Just watching that young man and his daughter, you know what happened. I got to be careful what word I use because of the online platform. But 30-year-old man, 5-year-old girl. Come on. And just, all the thoughts I have about that, the cruelty, the lack of judgment. There are a lot of different perspectives as to why that happened. And, of course, that is multi-layered. And, I know that probably better than most of you know. I'm from the inner city, Chicago, West Side to be exact. So I know what that's all about, right? And why we do sometimes what we do. And the various factors that create the environment in the first place. So when you are someone who has some answers to an issue in society, that can bring you wealth. And so all of that will lead to what? A good name. And according to the wisdom of King Solomon, a good name is worth more than silver and gold. So when you have a good name, that is like currency, and that will take you very far. When someone mentions your name, what are some of the thoughts come to mind? Right? If I mention some names of some known people, I'm pretty sure a number of thoughts will come to your mind. If I was to mention some well-known artists or well-known businessman or businesswoman, a world leader, I'm not going to mention any names because you will focus on that and miss the message. The point is, if I was to name some of those people, we would have a variety of thoughts going through our mind. If someone was mentioned to me, for example, if I hear the name Malcolm X, I'm going to smile because I have a good opinion of Malcolm X. And reading his autobiography 4 or 5 times, by the way, studying it very carefully, just the discipline he had, reading through the entire dictionary, having the mind to really transform his life and start from the bottom, from a criminal lifestyle in Detroit to becoming literally a world-class, worldwide known leader of people. That transformation is powerful. And so if I hear his name or see a picture of him, it brings a smile to my face. That's, why? Because he has a good name in my mind's eye, right? And when I say my mind's eye, I'm referring to the spirit realm in those chakra centers that we should be aware of. You draw? So when a person has that opens doors. When you have a bad name, let's talk about it. And what gives you a bad name? Not keeping your word gives you a bad name. Let's be real today. Talking too much gives you a bad name, right? Gossiping, being a liar, being someone that's not trustworthy gives you a bad name. Not being dependable, someone who is lazy. If I got to take care of some business, we need to get things done, and this is going to require us working 10, 12 hours every single day, and you're not with that, that's a bad name in my mind's eye. You're not with it. So when you have a good name, You're someone, they think about the good things about you. And if you have a bad name, it's because you have a history of not getting things done. Now, to switch gears now from an ancient biblical Hebrew perspective, Daniel was someone who had a good name. Let's tap in. Let's kick some science here. Daniel, his name in the Hebrew means God is my judge. He was a trained statesman, skilled, experienced, and respected political leader in Babylonian court. He was a prophet of God, according to Matthew 24:15. So when you see standing in the holy place the abomination that causes desolation, spoken of through the prophet Daniel, let the reader understand. You draw? So he was someone who understood prophecy or the future. The purpose, what were some of the purposes of his life? I'm glad you asked me. To show by his providence guidance. So we see the providential hand of God in his life. Miraculous interventions. Those are clear signs of a chosen one when supernatural occurrences happen regularly. That the Most High controls the forces of nature in the history of the nations. In the lives of the chosen captives were also able to accomplish a divine plan. I'm going to just drop that real quick. I got some research now. I took a course years ago. I got a file full of notes. I don't give you all of it. I give you just a little bit of time. You dig? So I'm going to drop that real quick. Yes, Daniel had a good name. And this is what it means to me. Let me tap in all the way in now. Let me tap all the way in. To have a good name as a chosen one, as a man of God, as a woman of God, isn't just reading the Bible. Let me make that plain today. Being a real chosen one means you have real answers in the real world. Daniel wasn't just quoting the Bible. Daniel was running stuff in Babylon. Go do some research. Joseph was running stuff in Babylon. Samson was making things happen for his nation. You dig what I'm saying? So we're not here just reading the Bible. And that's the problem, honestly, with so many churches. It's just a Bible study with no real action. So a chosen one, in my opinion, is someone who is full of the Most High God's Spirit, who has wisdom, and they're taking that and making it real in the real world. Do you draw? So this gives you a good name when your belief transitions into actual action, when you can impact people, aka influence. Daniel was an influencer by today's terminology. Joseph was an influencer. Samson was an influencer. Esther was an influencer. Okay? So chosen ones ain't just sitting back praying and meditating and just in isolation and ain't doing nothing in the real world. If you have all of this power in you that you say you have, that should manifest at your job. That should manifest at the gym. That should manifest at the grocery store. That should manifest at the gas station. Wherever people see you, they should realize there's something to you. You have an aura about you, a presence that makes people like you. And what that presence and aura is spiritual power, brilliance. You understand me? A good name. And that's going to cause you to travel far. Do you hear me? You have no idea how much your life can improve. Let me speak life over you now. If you get on your stuff. Let me talk to you now. Let me put my notebook away. No more notes. I'm talking from the heart. You know what I mean? That was only a little bit of notes anyway. Most of the talk is just from the hip. That's how I get down. Right? I got a ton of notes. For those who are wondering, okay, why you talk so casual? I got a bunch of notes. Bunch of books I read. I take what I know and I just drop it like it's hot. Simple. That's my style. Not explaining it no more. And so with this, when you have a good name, you get on your stuff. That's my point saying this. Get focused. Stop talking about what you're going to do. We are 63 days into 2025. We are 63 days. I'm counting my days every day now. You know why? Because the Bible says the number of your days. There's something coming. I'm coming like that all of 2025. I'm on my Grizzly. Like Lil Wayne. I helped Lil Wayne write this song. I'm talking stuff now. No, I didn't. Back on my Grizzly. 63 days in. So what am I saying? We need to be on our purpose. And look at your life so far in 2025. And if you don't like something, change it. That's how we come today. I'm tired of talking about what we're going to do. I'm going to get in shape. Ain't no more going to get nothing. Get in that gym. I'm not doing it. I'm in the gym. I'm finna read my books. No. Ain't more talk. I'm reading the books. I'm finna get on my bread. Ain't no more, I'm going to do it. Figure it out. Take some classes. Get a mentor. Get about your money. Be about your paper. No more talking about what we're going to do. Make it happen. And how do you do it? Glad you asked me. One day at a time. Today is day 63 of 2025. Tomorrow will be day 64. The next day will be day 65. and so on till we up to 70. 90 days in, March 31st. Clear the first 90 days of this year if you're fortunate enough to make it that far. Because some haven't already, as we see. Okay? Nothing taken for granted. Everything earned, nothing given. What are we finna do? That's the purpose of this message. And what I'm saying is, when you have a good name, you're doing what I'm talking about in this video, you're going to go far. You're going to leap over people, because a lot of people, I'm going to be honest with you, they're not on their stuff, my boy. They're not on their stuff, sis. They're not reading. They're not working. They're not working out. They spending time, just in too much leisure and wasting time. And if you're focused, you're going to leap right over them. You draw? So that's what I got for you today. Thank you guys, ladies, for tapping in. This is your big bro, King Jabez. God bless. Peace.